Out of the world. Chapter 14. A Surprise Landing. While Big Bill Pelican was learning how to make magic with the Wonder Ring, and Spot was in Wonderland with the Snow Elf, Gremmy the Gremlin was tumbling through space. He had jumped off the whatnot shelf to look for the one who had taken his magic Wonder Ring. As the little goblin turned over and over into the air, a big eagle saw him. The eagle thought Gremmy was a flying squirrel. He flew down and caught the little goblin in his big claws. He carried Gremmy home to his baby eagles in their nest, on a rock high over the ocean. But when the eagle put Gremmy down in the nest, he saw he had brought home a goblin instead of a squirrel. Very angry, the eagle picked up the goblin and threw him out of the nest. "Oh, oh!" cried Gremmy as he looked down and saw the water down below him. "I don't want to land in the ocean." The mischievous little gremlin, who had made all the little animals land in strange places, might have landed in the ocean and disappeared if a big whale had not come up from the water at that very moment. The whale did not see the tiny goblin. He had come up for air, and as soon as his back was above the water, he began to blow and blow. As he blew, he sent the water swishing high in the air. Gremmy was caught in the blowing water and thrown up in the air. There a puff of wind caught him and carried him to the land. "Oh, I'm so glad to be on land," said Gremmy. In only a minute he was in trouble again. He looked up to see the great open mouth of a big steam shovel coming down over him. The steam shovel took a big bite of earth with Gremmy on top of it. Then up, up, up it went. In a moment Gremmy and the pile of earth were dropped on some rocks and sand nearby. As Gremmy got up and shook himself, a big cat saw him and thought he had found a big fat mouse. With a loud meow, the cat ran after the little goblin until at last they came to a farmer's haystack. Quickly the tired little goblin crawled into the haystack to hide. He wanted to rest, but a loud hee-haw brought him to his feet. He looked out through the hay and into the open mouth of a burrow who had come to the haystack to eat. Poor Gremmy might have been eaten alive if a horsefly had not bitten the burrow just then and made him kick up his heels and run away. The little goblin climbed to the top of the haystack and looked all around. Seeing a tree in the farmer's yard, he hurried away to it. He crawled into a hole in the tree, thinking it would be a safe place to hide and rest. But Gremmy soon found that he was not alone in the hole. The hole in the tree was the home of a family of squirrels. The squirrels did not want a goblin in their house. They chattered at him and threw him out of the hole. As he fell, he called out his magic word, "Alakazip!" At once he became smaller and smaller. A little boy was blowing soap bubbles under the tree where the squirrels lived. He did not know there was a goblin nearby. Suddenly something landed in his bubble pipe with a bang. "Oh my!" cried the little boy. "Those squirrels have dropped a nut into my bubble pipe." But it was not a nut the squirrels had dropped. It was Gremmy the Gremlin, who had fallen straight down for a surprise landing in the bowl of bubble pipe.